Okay, our next lesson in geometry is called proof formats, the two-column proof, the proof statement. So go ahead and skip a space wherever you are. Go ahead and write today's date. And today we're going to talk about to prove statement. To prove statement. Okay, we said, let's look for our goal for this lesson. Our goal for this lesson is to identify the statement to prove in a two-column proof. Okay, we talked about the statement of the theorem, putting it in an if-then format. We talked about figure, which is draw a simple diagram. Number 3, we have to figure out what is given. Now we're going to talk about the to prove statement. What we are trying to prove is the then of the if-then statement. For example, if the statement says if two lines intersect, then they intersect at one point. The to prove statement is they intersect at one point. Okay? Remember the conclusion, the part that follows the word then is what we want to prove. So this is called the to prove statement. It's also called the conclusion. The conclusion to proof. And this follows the word then. Follows the word then in the if-then statement. Whatever it says, whatever's after the word then, that's what we're trying to prove. For example, the sum of the measures of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay. The sum of the measures of the triangle, the sum of the measures of the angle of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now remember, first we have to put this in an if-then statement. If we have a triangle, so I'm going to start with if we have a triangle, then the sum of the measures of the angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, so my to prove statement is everything after the word then. So this is my prove statement. This is my conclusion to prove. Everything after the word then. This is what I'm trying to prove. The sum of the measures of the angles is 180 degrees. So we would write to prove we have angle A plus angle B equals, triangle has 3 angles, plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Okay? So the to prove statement is whatever's after the word then. Okay, so we said we're talking about the to prove statement. It's also called the conclusion to the proof. It follows the word then. Okay, so let's try another one. Through a point outside a line, okay, through a point outside a line exactly one line can be drawn. Exactly, you don't have to write this down. Exactly one line can be drawn perpendicular to the given line. Perpendicular to the line. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is write this as an if-then statement. So we would write if we have a point, if we have a line and a point outside the line. Okay. So if we have a line and a point outside a line, then exactly one line can be drawn perpendicular to the line. Okay. So we want to prove that exactly one line can be drawn perpendicular to the line. Okay. Alright. Remember, the first thing we have to do is turn it into an if-then statement. Whatever's after the word then is what we have to prove. So I want you to go ahead and study this lesson and go ahead and answer the questions.